the last episode, we managed to book a spot at Wembley. We beat Bournemouth 2-1. We're going to be taking on West Ham United in this upcoming episode. And after that, we won 1-0 against Norwich, confirming top spot in the Sky Bet Championship. We won 1-0 against Bristol City off camera, where we held the presentation right after the game. And in the second to last league game, we drew 2-2 against Leicester City. For the last match, we're going to be taking on Watford. Yeah, we're going to be playing this game on camera just to brush off the cobwebs a bit of a warm-up match before we take on West Ham United. Don't let the table or the stats fool you, because before January or maybe before February, we weren't really getting a tune out of the final third. We were struggling to get wins over the line. How we were on top of the table come the New Year's is beyond me, but we managed to do so. We've got 104 points on the table to Leeds United's 92, so we've done really well to separate ourselves. And we've got a lot of growth in our squad. Jack Clark is now overall 80. We got Dan Neil at 77. Patterson's gone up to 76. Ballard, he's gone up to 76 as well. So has Martin. He's not a permanent player, but we've done well to develop him as a left back. Ushish is doing really well when it comes to his development as well. There's a lot of growth within this squad, which you should come to expect for a side that's done really well this season. Archie Gray, I feel like he's not going to be strong enough for the Premier League next season, so that's definitely an area that I can already identify as a weakness. Things we're going to have to take into consideration come the end of the episode is that there's a few players that are already eyeing the exit, like Rusin, Roberts. We've got a few players that do need to go out on loan just to develop themselves a bit more, and we may have to make a few decisions when it comes to some of these loan spells, because a few of these guys have enjoyed their loan spell and they're talking about staying on a permanent. Even Kobe Mainu, I don't think we can afford all of them, but we are going to try to hold on to one or maybe two, possibly. We're off the back of a draw against Leicester City, so we want to end this campaign on a high. Getting a victory against Watford will definitely be a confidence boost for these players going into the FA Cup final. Let's see if these guys can build up some momentum just before the big final at Wembley. So they've got Healy. He's one of the top goal scorers in the league. I feel like if we can keep him quiet, we can probably get a clean sheet out of this game. I hope Patterson has a strong end to the season as well. We've been conceding quite a lot of goals in the back end of the season. It was a hard decision to make a lot of the time. Commit players forward or try to sit back and defend and keep a clean sheet. But I like to see goals. I don't want to have to score one goal and then hold out. I'd rather outscore the opposition. I feel like I fancy this squad now that they're developing. I feel like we can actually go out there and then impose ourselves on the pitch. Let the game begin. We're live at the Stadium of Light for the last game of the campaign. Sunderland against Watford. We're attacking to the right, they're attacking to the left. Healy has freedom to turn, tries to play a ball over the top again. Martin's recovery pace helps us out there. The two centre-backs committing themselves a bit further forward, exposing themselves for that ball over the top. Go on, Clark. Let's switch this play to the right-hand side. Hume takes it down. Roberts. Hume overlapping. Dinker over the top. Cut back. Bone plays it up the line. Mateus turns. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's got a lot of green to run into. Let's see if we've got players to help recover. The ball back. Oh, well done. Great. Well done. Great. Helping out the centre-backs. That pass out was meant for Jack Clark, who doesn't run onto the ball. Mateus comes back for another opportunity for Watford to take the lead. It goes wide on the left-hand post. Archie Gray gives it to Bellingham. Try to turn and drive into the centre. Livermore blocking off that avenue. Watford so far been really good at winning the ball back from us. Our fullback Hume's not doing well to keep up. Mateus down that left-hand side of Watford's. Go on, Roberts. Armstrong play it in the gap. Still got some more work to do. Ball played into Joe Bellingham. Overlap and run from Daniel. 1-0. 1-0. Daniel, the club captain. Yes, we have appointed him the club captain. He's been leading by example. We mean to end how we started. 1-0 is the scoreline. Eli Bashiru. Oh no, the ball's played in behind Kone. Kone through on goal. Hits the side netting. I thought that was goal. That was goal number 1 for Watford. Livermore. Eli Bashiru. Again, simple save for Patterson to make. He clutches it as he rolls out into Hume. We're going to try to get men forward now. Oh, come on, Roberts. Get it under control. He doesn't have the ability to take players on. Hence why we try to use him as a number 10 at some point in the campaign. Martin. Clark. Drop the shoulder. He drops the shoulder well. Bursts into the box. Cut back. Armstrong. Right foot strike. There's a block from Sirota. Oh, Oh, what was that, Patterson? Well done, great. Intervenes, going to switch play to Martson. Going to play it up the field. Clark, overlap and run from Martson. We find Dan Neil instead. Neil, he's got the ball at his feet and look for that cross. Back post, hopefully volley from Patrick Roberts. What a goal. What a goal. I didn't think he was going to reach that. He shuts up his critics. I was criticising him and his ability to take on that fullback directly down the right hand side, but he's responded really well with a nice volley on the far post. I want to have a bit of structure at the back, so we're going to go back down to balanced. Morris puts the ball into the box. Martson heads it clear. Neil gets it forward. Armstrong. Joe Bellingham in the centre circle, plays it to his right. Roberts, we've got Armstrong making a run in behind. Armstrong with a brilliant run. Ball played across the penalty area. I thought that was going to get to Jack Clark. Just about. Doesn't. The Watford defender gets there in the nick of time. Martson going to bomb down this left-hand side now. Smash this into the box. He does that. He does that. Hume takes it down. Archie Gray. What is that, man? Pounce on the first touches. We're surrounding them in the centre circle. Ngakia. Ince. He's onside. Ball played to Healy. Shot from Healy. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. It's a simple finish in the end for one of the top goal scorers in the championship. I did say we needed to keep him quiet, and we failed to do so. Gives it to Gray. It's nice movement. On and off the ball here. Referee gives the advantage. Armstrong. It's really tight in the centre. As we're trying to penetrate the penalty area. We do successfully. Adam Armstrong smashes it. Top left corner. What a hit from Adam Armstrong. Good movement. On and off the ball, like I said. Masterclass. Masterclass. Everything's coming together. Shirkin, first touch is poor. Caught in possession. Dele Bashiru gives it to Healy. In front of Healy is Tom Ince. Tom Ince is going to be looking for the cutback possibly. He does find one. Healy, what a save by Patterson. 64 minutes played. Watford have a corner kick. Mateus receives the ball from the short corner. Dazzles his way into the penalty area. Shot at the near post. Patterson can comfortably deal with it. Shirkin. Turn and goal. Turn and goal. More runs on the right hand side. We pick out that run from Roberts. There's Adam Armstrong. Adam Armstrong through on goal. Right foot strike and another goal scored from our number 9. 4-1 is the scoreline. Look at the scenes, man. Look at the scenes. These players, they worked really hard to develop into a side that can play sides off the park. Like, we're literally bopping them off the park. I don't think there's any pressure in front of goal. It's just about trying to win the ball back in decent positions and transition. Teus gets through the crowd to prevent another goal from being scored. Healy, the marksman, tries to swivel on his left foot. Ballard does well to recover. Murillo helps out. Gonna try to play out from the back. Michael Johnson's on for Jack Clark. Luke O'Nien, he's on for Daniel Ballard. Come on, put a foot in. Keep challenging. Get in, boys. Get in. Metete. Ushish. Gonna play it down the right hand side. Roberts gonna cut in on his left. Give it to Ushish. Outside the box is Ushish. Right foot strike again. Outside the box. We get another Travella goal. 5-1. And we are entertaining the crowd for the final game of the season. What a way to shut out the campaign. He rolls out into Johnston. Ushish. Metete can burst through the middle. Get past the halfway line. Metete dinks the ball over the top. Roberts can take it down. Going to cut it back. Metete, right foot strike. Backman with the save. It's a good attempt on goal. Yeah, full-time whistles here. 5-1 is the scoreline. We successfully get a victory at the end of the campaign. So we're gonna go in to the final with huge confidence. We played really well. It was good football. We didn't struggle to get forward. We didn't struggle to defend either. We had a lapse of concentration at the start of the second half, but we sorted that out. So Bernard needs to improve on his mental ability, not just his technical ability. We've converted him into a striker successfully. As you guys can see, his finishing's 55. But one thing we also need to focus on is his attacking positioning. That's one thing we struggle with most of our forwards before we signed Adam Armstrong. Nobody knew how to attack the spaces that were available. So if we can turn him into someone that's an intelligent footballer with a high IQ, there's no reason to go into the market so often. We need to actually produce players that are not just good technically, but good mentally. And I have an odd feeling, that one of these youth players, they're gonna become a gem for the second season. When we start the campaign, we're obviously not gonna throw the youth players in, but I feel like gradually someone's gonna knock on the door, and I feel like they're going to be a mainstay. We're producing a lot of talent. I've said this numerous of times, even in the other save. This is so rigged. How is there no Sunderland players? Meslier did not play better than Patterson throughout the season. Meslier has not got as many clean sheets as Patterson. Look, like, what's going on here? He's got goalkeeper of the tournament, but doesn't make team of the tournament. Make it make sense. So it looks like the golden boot evades Adam Armstrong. He played really well in the back end of the season, but that just wasn't quite enough. For the assists, we have Jack Clark on top of the chart. 13 assists within 44 appearances. We had quite a few players within a shout of bagging the most assists in the campaign. Johnson got 10, Roberts got 9, and so did Dan Neil. So a lot of goal creations going on in our midfield and in our final third. Bradley Dack has done the unthinkable. He's going to be playing for Middlesbrough in the Championship next season. I mean, if he wants to take that step down, but going to Middlesbrough, I mean, he's moving like a Judas right now. So we're going to try anything to give us an edge defensively in this game coming up next. We're going to be taking a trip to Wembley. Hopefully the defenders are going to be on point. Hopefully Patterson's going to be on point. He's played really well for the last couple of games in the league campaign. Here's an opportunity now to do something that no other side has managed to do in the modern game in English football. Do the domestic double whilst being in the second tier of English football. We have West Ham United. They're going to be using their 4-2-3-1 formation. Tactically, they're going to be set up in a standard way. Defensively, they look to be in control when they're out of possession, by getting bodies around the ball in the midfield. I don't know what that means in terms of trying to break them down. It's probably going to be difficult. We can see ourselves causing a massive upset. We've been doing it throughout the tournament. There's upsets galore. We managed to beat Manchester United. We beat Brighton. We beat Bournemouth. Who else is next? West Ham United. Bring them on. I feel like we can probably play some good football if they allow us to. But breaking them down is definitely going to be a tough task, like I said. We won't change what's working. The starting formation is going to remain the same with the regular team sheet. Patterson's going to start and goal. Hume's at the back with Ballard, Murillo and Martin. And our midfield, it consists of Archie Gray, Dan Neil as the captain, Ushish as the number 10. On the right, we have Michael Johnston. Armstrong's our number 9. And Clark is playing off on the left-hand side. Bring on West Ham United. Paqueta most certainly won't be doing that during this game. We need to make sure of that. Wembley is lit up. I can barely hear myself think. Hopefully, majority of that is the Sunderland crowd. West Ham United, they do have some enthusiastic supporters. Let's hope that the 12th man can get us over the line in this one. A game of 90 minutes to the side. Who's going to be on top in terms of the FA Cup competition? Paqueta with an early shot. Patterson makes an early stop. Okay, we let them get the first shot off. Let's now try to dictate the tempo. Hume, Ushish, going to switch that to the left. Martin, into Murillo. Ballard plays it to his right. Hume, let's go. Referee, he's been wiped out by Emerson. There should be a card given. He's not going to do so. I know it's early on in the final, but you can't be doing that. Can potentially break someone's back, lower back, by doing that. Ball goes in. What is that? Littlefoot syndrome again. Can't play the ball into the box with pace. What's the point of taking the free kick? Here's Hume. Ball goes in. Ushish, volley that. Off target. Gonna drop down to defensive. Gonna be wary of West Ham United's advance right now, because Paqueta's being a bit of a trickster, and it's working. It's actually worked. Ings returns it. Oh my days, Paqueta, Ings. Oh my God, please don't get a goal from this for Niles. Oh, I wouldn't have lived that off. Okay, we're going to go back to attacking, because there's a lot of ball watching going on from our midfielders, and I don't think it's helping us. Neil. Johnston returns. Neil gives it back to Johnson. We've got Adam Armstrong. Jack Clark on the ball, left foot strike across the keeper. Areola makes the save. 30 minutes gone. First attempt on goal is on target, which is a positive. Daniel. Archie Gray. Let's try this again. Hume. Float this one in. Goes to Clark. Neil. First time shot. No, we didn't get a first time shot off, but we did the second time. We hit the back of the net. We hit the back of the net. The ball was deflected back into the path of Adam Armstrong. The goalkeeper wasn't ready for what was to come after the rebound. Areola, it was fired right at him. To be fair, we was really close to the goal. He had no way to react to that. We've taken the lead in the FA Cup final. West Ham United were applying that pressure early on in the game. I thought we was going to cave in, but up the other end, we find a way to shock them. We stunned the world of football possibly. The Black Cats, we're on top. We're on top. Ward-Prowse, can't allow them to get a free kick. Not with him on the pitch. Good challenge there by Murillo. What a tackle by Murillo. Jack Clark getting forward. Oh. Coventry returns the favour. Half-time whistle's about to blow. Come on, blow the whistle. We're going to the interval with a brilliant team talk. We are doing really well to hold out right now. Defensively, we've not given up too many opportunities for West Ham United to have a crack at our goal. Obviously, at the start of the game, West Ham were really aggressive with Lucas Paqueta. But since then, we managed to keep them quiet. West Ham have made the first change of the game. Jared Bowen put a challenge in. He's replaced Fornals. I think Bowen's going to be a huge threat. Emerson inside the penalty area. Well done, great. True strength there. Get a foot in, clear the ball, clear your lines. Why are they taking touches? I'm asking them for first time clearances. Get the ball out. Come on. Another attempt. Hume does well this time. Go on, Ushish. Flicks that on. Armstrong. He's got support from his right. Johnson. He's got an overlapping run from Hume on the inside. Find Hume. No. Intercepted by Edson Alvarez. That's what I mean. Hume is running too far onto the inside. And his run's a bit aggressive. We need to be a bit more patient in the build-up. It's not the Championship. Ings into Kudos. Kudos enters the penalty area. Martson's trying to keep him quiet. Kudos with the ball into the box. Hume does well. He's been doing better in the second half, tracking that run. The battle for possession, we're going back and forth at the minute. No shots on target in the second half so far. Ings. Oh no, I should have said that. Ings in the penalty area. Well done, Ballard again. Another good display of defending from our back line, handling the pressure while they're trying to go direct. Let's just slow things down, man. Look at that, Kudos. He's dodged by Martson. Went flying in. Martson overlapping. We need more options getting forward. And the goal ultra attacking now. Daniel going to play a ball into the box. Ushish in front of the goal. There's a block from Edson Alvarez. If only he wasn't in the way. Areola would have had a problem to deal with. Two changes made. We are taken off. Ushish and Michael Johnson will bring on Patrick Roberts and Joe Bellingham. Got a corner kick down this right-hand side. Jack Clark is going to do the honours. I think Areola's going to come and command the area. Maybe not. Murillo! Murillo has scored! Murillo has scored! I feel like that is enough to earn him a permanent stay. Look at this, ball into the box. Jack Clark floats it into the area. I thought it was going to be cleared away. Danny Ings didn't know Murillo was coming up behind him. What a majestic leap to out-jump the Englishman. The Brazilian has given us a 2-goal lead in the FA Cup final. History is due to be made. Oh, 6 months, 6-month loan has definitely paid off. Imagine that. West Ham United, they're going to try and throw everything that they've got at it. 18 minutes left to go. David Moyes is trying to salvage something here. Oh, well done, Patrick Roberts. Helps out his defence. Let's hit them on the break now. Let's transition. I feel like they're shot for confidence. The morale seems to be down. All over the top. Roberts does well to get beyond Emerson. I'm going to cut this back into Armstrong. Armstrong finds Daniel. Daniel, if you can get the third. If you could get the third, Kofar was there. Dispossessed in the end. Oh, Kudos. He burns Shirkin down this touchline, down the right-hand side for West Ham United. Antonio back into Kudos. Good 1-2 between the West Ham United players, and Patterson's there. He's there. He's brave. He jumps at the feet of Kudos to latch onto the ball. Come on. Another defensive drill, another defensive drill. That's all it is. It's another drill on the training pitch. What a tackle there. What a tackle. The game is over, referee. Put them out their misery. Couple seconds left. Kudos. West Ham, they're trying to at least get a shot off here. Kudos inside the penalty area. Gets a shot off. Wide on the post. And it's confirmed. We have won the FA Cup. We have made history. Since 1980, West Ham United have been the only side to have won the FA Cup whilst being in the Championship. We have done one better. We've won the FA Cup whilst being in the Championship. We won the Championship and done the double. So, yeah, we are being promoted and most likely going to be playing in the Europa League. It's going to be a tough season next year. I did not expect this from the players. When we started the campaign, I thought getting promotion was going to be hard enough. We did struggle for a lot of the parts of the season, parts of the campaign getting forward. Like I said numerous of times, we relied on the last defender countless of times, and we got things over the line in the league. But in the FA Cup, I thought it was going to go exactly how it did in the Carabao Cup. We play a Premier League side and get knocked out, but we prevailed and we're champions of the FA Cup. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Dan Neil lifts up his second piece of silverware under my management. Hopefully there's more to come. It's been a brilliant first season in this rebuild for Sunderland. I bet there's going to be people in the comment section saying, how have we done it? How have we managed it? Perseverance, togetherness, a unit, playing as a unit. If you've enjoyed this series so far, smash the like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and hit the notification bell so you know if I want to go live, premiere video, or upload one. Okay, so in terms of stats within the squad, Adam Armstrong, he was the top goal scorer within our side, 28 goals. Beneath him is Roos, and he got 11. Daniel is after him with Ushish. They're both joint on 10 goals. Ushish and Daniel, they contributed quite well in the final third from the midfield. So we got 12 assists from Daniel and 6 assists from Ushish. Clark got 16 assists and 9 goals. Johnston got 6 goals and 10 assists as well. So, yeah, all around, players bucked up the ideas for the second half of the season. We started controlling games. Seeing out victories wasn't enough for us. I feel like if we continued to play the way that we did in the first half of the season, probably wouldn't have achieved as much as we have now. In terms of my favourite player this year, let me know in the comment section below if you agree with me or not. It's going to be Dan Neil, simply because he led by example on the pitch, and even when he took over captaincy, he always led the charge. He always got a goal or was involved in the goal, whether he had to play the pass before the assist or get the assist himself. He managed to bag 22 goal involvements in 56 appearances. Let me know if you disagree. Joe Bellingham, I feel like we're definitely going to give him more time next season within the first team. He had a lot of pressure on his shoulders. We started this rebuild. He was 17 years of age. His overall's gone up by 5. He's 69 now, and he's managed to bag himself 11 goal contributions. And the thing is, we're in a tricky position because we don't have money right now to negotiate for Murillo, and I don't think we're going to have enough money to be spending like that on a centre back who isn't 100% Premier League proven. And another player we have to worry about is Martin. His contract is ending at the end of the month, and this is where the negotiations will be starting at 17 million potentially. Chelsea, I was about to say Arsenal, Chelsea, they want a big sum for him, or it's a big sum for the likes of Sunderland. Okay, let's do a quick sweep of the competitions now. We ended the campaign with 107 points on the table to Leeds United's 95. Leeds United got automatic promotion. The players consist of Watford, Leicester City, Norwich, and West Bromwich Albion. We could probably skip a bit further ahead to find out who's going to be joining us in the Premier League. Relegated to League One is Ipswich, Huddersfield, and Sheffield Wednesday. Manchester City won the Premier League by 1 point against Arsenal, and Leicester City are going to be the side that's joining us. They won 2-0 against West Brom in the playoff finals. Aston Villa went on to win 2-1 against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup final. Barcelona have beaten Manchester United yet again. History repeats itself. Liverpool obviously won the Europa League. They were most likely the favourites at the start of the competition. And then the ECL went to Aston Villa. They've won 2 trophies. 3-1 was the scoreline between them and Real Betis. I'm expecting some sort of backing from the board because we've managed to achieve every target that they set for us this season. And we've gone beyond, especially when it comes to domestic success. We got promoted within 1 season. They wanted us to do it within 2. I started this channel just over 2 years ago, and we've been putting out videos. We've been taking it episode by episode, taking it day by day, sub by sub, and I feel like we're finally starting to get the exposure on this channel, and it's thanks to you guys. You guys have consistently left feedback, whether it was constructive criticism or positive feedback, and now we've hit the 2K milestone just before the New Year's, and it's definitely down to you MVPs out there.